What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex, and you're watching a Ragin Ronin review. I got a review for you. I saw Downsizing. It is a film that when I first saw the trailer, I was thinking, this is quite interesting. It looks very, very unique and even original and very, very quirky, which is still something I really, really enjoy. But the most important thing is that it felt very, very original. Now, it obviously takes inspirations from other things because this is a film that's part of like the shrunken humans genre. And what I mean by that is like films like Inner Space, where Dennis Quaid gets shrunk into like a micro size. And then you have Ant-Man, where they take that shrunken human element and make it into a superhero film. And of course, I guess I won't say it's the very first film to start it all, but it is one of the earlier films that in this genre, and that is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Now, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is an adventure. Ant-Man is an adventure. Inner Space is an adventure. Downsizing, I wouldn't say it's an adventure because it's not. It's more like a drama of what it would be like as a smaller sized, or rather a shrunken human. And that's exactly what it is. This film is directed by Alexander Payne, who is not known for directing any kind of fantasy or science fiction films, as far as I know. He directed Sideways, which I really, really enjoyed, and also Descendants, which I also really, really enjoyed. And he took his storytelling style into a film like Downsizing. And imagine this. The world is in a, I guess, future at some unknown point in time where their resources are running low. So they decided that the best way to combat this, or rather resolve this, is by shrinking humans down. And by shrinking humans down, you're creating less waste, you're using less resources, and then you could eventually live a life of more luxury because it costs less for your luxuries, for your leisurely activities, and to sustain yourself. All right, so pretty interesting premise, but I think the thing that really, really makes me wonder about this film is, what are they going to do with that? So they got this great premise, a really, really unique premise. What are they going to do with that? I'll tell you that, you know, the anticipation of getting downsized, that's what they call it, is interesting. The elements that they talk about that lead up to the downsizing is also very, very interesting. The process is interesting. It's very detailed. Alexander Payne put a lot of thought and work into the details about what is involved into going into this. I really respect that. And also what it's like to live as a downsized person. But what next? Where does it go from there? This is a drama. This is not an adventure. What happens next? That's where this film kind of, I won't say falls apart, but it really leaves you wanting more. I feel that there's a lot of missed opportunities there, because when you watch these downsized humans interact with each other in their environment, it's no different than watching regular humans. The only way to remind you that this is a film about downsized humans is the dialogue, and maybe some visual cues here and there. But besides that, it's not that interesting when they get to the points where they're not really interacting with two different sizes. You know what I'm saying? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids worked a lot. Ant-Man worked a lot, and it was mainly because they were interacting with larger elements, in, you know, the real size elements as a shrunken person, right? But this one kind of takes that away from you a bit, and I think that Alexander Payne wanted to normalize it, and I think that's where the movie kind of is a bit weak, because once they start making it into like a very, very normal way of life, that's when you start forgetting that this is a film about shrunken humans. So that's why they have to do things, clever things, to remind you that this is a film about shrunken humans, such as like, you know, visual cues, the dialogue, and also they actually shoot a lot of wider shots just to show you how grand and how small everything really is. So they do that a lot, but, you know, I feel that once we got to the third act of the film, I'm just wondering, where is this movie going? Where's the antagonist element of this film? And what is going to happen in terms of making this this movie more, I guess, exciting or engaging? Because I really lost a bit of engagement as we progressed to the third act, because I was just thinking, where is this movie going? It's just kind of like throwing things in there that don't really add enough to this really, really unique story, this unique premise. So that's unfortunate. What makes this film really watchable, though, is the performances. Matt Damon, Kristen Wiig, Hong Chow, Christoph Waltz. I mean, they're really great in their scenes, and all the chemistry is really, really great. I love the interactions, and I love the chemistry, the dialogue, the interactions. It's all really, really great, and they put on great performances as these characters, these you know, larger than life characters or smaller than life characters. They're just they just really make this film watchable. But once you get to the third act, it's just kind of like, oh man, I wonder where the story is going. And unfortunately, I feel like it doesn't go far enough. A lot of missed opportunities there, but it's still a very watchable film. So there you have it. I'm gonna give this film a 6.5 out of 10. Not a bad film in any way, shape, or form. Definitely has its moments, but of course it leaves you wanting more. 6.5 out of 10. Excuse me. As always, if you enjoyed this review and you want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name is Alex. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.